Welcome to the lesson on elements and their symbols. In this session, you will learn how elements got their names, how their symbols are written, and smart ways to remember the first 20 elements. An element is a pure substance made up of only one type of atom. Every element has a specific name and a symbol, and they are all arranged on the periodic table. Some examples of elements you encounter in everyday life include oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, and iron. Each of these has a unique chemical symbol. The names of elements come from different sources. Some are from Latin or Greek, like ferrum for iron. Others are named after places, scientists, or their unique properties. Sodium's symbol is Na, from the Latin name natrium. Potassium is K, from the Latin name Kalium. Curium is named after the scientist Marie Curie. Californium was discovered in California. Element symbols are the short forms used to represent elements. They consist of one or two letters. The first letter is always a capital letter, and if there is a second letter, it is lowercase. There are 4 rules for writing symbols of elements. First, one-letter symbols must be capital letters. This first letter is usually the first letter of the element's name. For example, hydrogen is written as H, its first letter. Second, if there are 2 letters, the first is capital and the second is lowercase. For example, calcium symbol is written as Ca. The first letter is in capital, while the second letter is a lowercase a. Third, symbols never contain numbers or special characters. No 2 elements must have the same symbols. This is to prevent confusion. For example, hydrogen and helium both have the same initial. So to differentiate them, we write hydrogen as H and helium as He. Let's go through examples step by step. Hydrogen has the symbol H. Oxygen is represented by O. Now, let's add 2 more examples. Helium is written as capital H and small e. Lithium is written as capital L and small I. Sodium is Na, from the Latin name natrium. Potassium is K, from the Latin kalium. Using symbols makes writing chemical reactions shorter and clearer. It's a universal language that all scientists can understand. Lastly, knowing element symbols helps you write and read chemical equations. Let's dive into the mnemonics for the first 20 elements. Mnemonics are memory tricks. They help you remember complex things by turning them into fun phrases. We'll use them to learn the first 20 elements of the periodic table. Let's start with the first 10 elements. Our magic phrase is, "Hi, he likes beer but cannot offer full 9 sweets." First, Hi stands for hydrogen. He is helium. And likes gives us lithium. Let's add 3 more. Beer is for beryllium. But is for boron. And can gives us carbon. Now we have 6 elements from the first line. Not is for nitrogen. Offer is oxygen. Full is fluorine. And 9 sweet stands for neon. You now know the first 10 elements, just from a single line. Let's move on to the next 10 elements. Use this quirky line, "Naughty Maggie always sings perfect songs carefully around kids calling some arrogant people sour clowns." Again. Naughty Maggie always sings perfect songs carefully around kids calling some arrogant people sour clowns. Naughty is sodium. Maggie is magnesium. And always stands for aluminium. Now let's complete it. Sings is for silicon. Perfect is phosphorus. Songs is sulfur. Carefully is chlorine. Around is argon. Kids is potassium. And clowns is calcium. Congratulations, you've just memorized the first 20 elements. Let's take a moment to test your understanding of what we've covered so far. Please choose the correct answers to the following questions. Thanks for watching. To deepen your understanding of any topic, explore our comprehensive resources, including revision notes, past questions, gamified quizzes, and workbooks. These tools are designed to help you master the concept effectively and enjoyably.